France against Portugal. I watched the live edition and I watched it again. Finishes 2-2. My comments to this is, I mean, world champion against European champion here, but what a game. As a neutral, it's popcorn stuff, But it was all about Cristiano Ronaldo, now joint top scorer with the great Ali Daei. Fun facts, Ali Daei used to play for Bayern Munich, if you guys weren't sure about that. It's a world record. Also would like to include the fact that he's just reliable at times, Cristiano Ronaldo. Penalties, leadership, rhythm, and I think he have the more experience he had is the more dangerous he has become. I've seen a video of him after Portugal won the Euro 2016. He has become a natural leader on and off the pitch, and how he was giving the speech on the locker room congratulating the entire squad, and he has now scored against France. So good for him. Is everything that has not been done has been done. I'm just glad that all these records that were being broken by Messi, by Ronaldo, is during our time. But going to the match, the Euros VAR has been nothing but 100% correct to me throughout the tournament. But it just have to play a part on being what they truly are, controversial. I have a big problem. It just happened to be the last game of the group stages. I have a big problem with the second penalty from Portugal. I mean, there's no escaping it, really. No matter where your hands were, Ronaldo crossed the ball. Look at that level of the balls, man. It's like it's at the top, and there's no escaping. Was it Jules Koundé? He wasn't even looking at the ball. The ref didn't even go to VAR for that one. And by someone who watches La Liga most of the time, this referee, Antonio Lajos, sorry. He's one of the worst refs I've ever seen in my entire life. Him, Howard Webb, all these guys should just quit refereeing. Again, the Benzema last minute penalty claim. Sometimes it's just so frustrating to see if not given, but he escapes this one. I think, talking about the ref here, because I think both teams are satisfied with the decision. And if this was a knockout round or whatsoever, it would have been a different story. I feel like sometimes these referees, it's much more easier games when they already got their results. But anyways, I'm just here to talk about those decisions. I have no complaints about the results of the match. But yes, I still think France is one of the favorites though. The quality of football they played is closest to Belgium. And I've been saying this, and Belgium is the closest to any football club teams here. So final rounds were France, top of the group, and Germany in second, qualify as the third best team in group for this one. Again, just like 2016, is Portugal. And that sets up a mouth-watering tie between Portugal and Belgium. My God, truly mouth-watering. Let's talk about some of the rounds of 16 matches, shall we? Beginning with Belgium against Portugal. I feel like Belgium is the closest thing a club side, like I always said, in the international football scene at the moment. And Portugal, they have been very sneaky in this competition. I must go with Belgium for this. I mean, looking at the way France unlocked that Portugal side, it's so easy. And with that Benzema goal, it's just exception. And with other competition, Portugal wouldn't be here. However, there's a third place team, and I think it's gonna be Belgium for sure. This one, Portugal ends here. Never ever count out Cristiano Ronaldo for sure. Despite him scoring 5 goals, I still feel that potentially he has a lot more to offer, and it might be this game. It could be the Ronaldo show again between this one. And if Ronaldo turns up like the last 3 games he has, right, it's gonna be a complicated tie, this one. Up next is Italy against Austria. Austria's defense is just not good for the Euros, and even with David Alaba in there, against the Netherlands, David Alaba looked like a different version player compared to the one that we see week in and week out at Bayern. He's always panic. However, if there is a way they can drop their 3-5-2 and get Alaba at left back instead of centre back, putting Dragovic, and centre back, they look more comfortable. So they should stick with Dragovic and Hinteregger at the back with 4-3-3 like the ones against Ukraine to stand a chance against Italy. I still don't think Austria is good enough for these I call them on a mission Mancini side for this match. But hey, results in the past don't matter once we enter the knockout rounds, right? They always said. France against Switzerland is another one of these tricky ties. Mbappe, Benzema needs to buck up for this because they need to arrive here in Euro 2020s, because this Switzerland side is no easy feat. Shaqiri playing in the hole in the middle at the number 10 row will be the one to watch out for, but it's still gonna be France for me in this one. Next up is Croatia against Spain. I hate to say it, but I'm going with Croatia for this. That 5-0 for Spain against Slovakia is a one-off for me. I think, again, when it comes to the knockout rounds, experience plays a part with Modric and Perisic and Lovren. Having said that, if there is a chance for Spain, that leaky centre half of Croatia, like I just said, will have to have the best football game they ever played. Other than that, I'm going with Croatia for this. Sweden against Ukraine. Gotta say, I'm very surprised with Sweden, though, topping the group, surprisingly. But Ukraine, we saw it against Austria that they actually got chance and created a lot of chance too. This could go either way, so I'm not surprised by this result at all. Next is, of course, the game of the knockout tie, Germany against England. A mind-boggling tie there is. Something's got to give. One of these two teams has got to go home. If you tell me 2 weeks ago, I would say England have no chance whatsoever, but I'm still going for England to go all the way to the final against Belgium. Germany defense, against Hungary was surprisingly not good. And we see it against Portugal as well. They can be exposed. So something special about this tie, and I'm going with England. And by the way, if there's a message I could send to Gareth Southgate, you stop Kimmich on the right and Gosens on the left, you will beat Germany. It's easier said than done, but teams have done it. That's all I'm saying to Southgate. The Netherlands against the Czech Republic, one of the underrated tie to me. This will be a ding-dong match. The Netherlands looking to make into the major tournament quarterfinals for the first time since 2010. Where I think they will win. They win the World. Oh no, they didn't. They finished runners up to Spain, and I'm still convinced by this. I'm still not convinced by this Dutch team, but I'm gonna say they're gonna make it through, but it won't last for them. The Netherlands. And last but not least, Wales against Denmark. I mean, this is the easiest. Quality, rhythm, structure, the mood is all going Denmark's way at the moment. And like I said, something weirdest thing have happened in football. The Christian Eriksen incident may help this Denmark side a lot in terms of psychology, in terms of the rhythm, the mood. It changes the way they play, and I'm low-key rooting for them to win the competition.